Hey everybody, so I contemplated talking about this publicly for a while. If you know me and you've been around me, you know I joke and say that I'm an influencer. And I'm sure some way I actually am. I'm sure people kind of, take heed to what I have to say. But anyway, I want to talk about something that's very personal to me. I want to be super candid and maybe it'll help somebody. Maybe they're going through the same thing right now. Um, I don't think I'm gonna cry, but hopefully that just doesn't happen. Um, so anyway, for those of you who don't know, a little bit over a year ago, I was employed with Nike. Um, Unfortunately, I did get fired. I know this is news to everybody. For something that I thought was really stupid. And so did everybody else. Luckily, I still have the video of the interaction. Basically, what happened was a customer was stealing. I offered him a bag. I was like, "Hey, would you like a bag for that?" Real peaceful interaction. He didn't necessarily get angry or anything. He grunted and he opened his jacket, which I mean, I guess could scare you, but I was actually there, so I knew what happened. Opened his jacket. He went to hand me the shoe, and I'm obviously reaching for the shoe because how else do you receive things if your hand's not open? So he's giving me the shoes, and he walks out the door. So basically, they made this decision based off of camera feed. That's it. Camera feed. They didn't ask for anybody's opinion that was actually there. And their reasoning, of course, was to protect me and to protect the company because I could have gotten hurt. However, obviously that is correct, but a warning would have been, a little more justified, I believe, especially all that I've done for the company in the short time that I was there. Like literally the week that I left, I was cleaning up sewer water because apparently something happened with the sewage in the store. It was a brand new store. Anyway, nobody else wanted to do it, so I did it. So regardless, I came from Foot Locker, and when people stole things, and as a store manager, when people stole things, they kind of got on to you. Like the leadership, they were upset. Well, why didn't you stop them from stealing? But I never got really involved with that. I would do kind of the same thing that I described. Or like when you had your audit and a lot of stuff was missing. Well, what happened to this? You were always like reprimanded for it in some way. So at Nike, honestly, I thought I did like what I was doing was right. Anyway, so it took them 2 weeks to deliberate my fate, and they let me go. So, as you see, I'm wearing this Gymshark now. Just kidding. I still wear Nike faithfully, unfortunately, and I have Nike tatted on my arm. Anyway, obviously, that was a very, very, very hard time for me. I'm going to say the past year was super difficult. After I got fired, I honestly was able to find a job super, super quickly just because I had been messaging a DM for a while on LinkedIn, and I never kind of broke that connection. I never told him, hey, I'm not interested. So I honestly was maybe unemployed for a week or less than a week. So I'm super grateful for that I didn't have to ask my parents to borrow money, even though times it came to potentially having to do that. So anyway, that happened, and got on at the new company. Honestly, I hated the new company. I'm actually not going to mention them in here just because, if you know, you already know. So anyway, I hated the company. Not enough labor for the things that they want you to accomplish. Not enough tools to become successful. Terrible management, and I was a part of management. I wouldn't say I was the problem, but they'll group you all because you're a part of management team. So it just really tore me apart. And I don't know if it's just because of the environment or it's not where I wanted to be at that time. Leaving Nike wasn't my choice, And I was never, oh, I want to work at Nike. I want to work at Nike. Like somebody mentioned that, oh, you always wanted this. No, I never wanted to work at Nike really. But I gave it a chance because Foot Locker, I felt like I had nowhere else to grow. So I left, went to Nike because they were opening a new store, and I honestly loved it. It was a lot of fun. I got to bond with people my age when I was a store manager for Foot Locker. I would see people sometimes, but not a lot of store managers, around my age, and I rarely saw them, because we're all spaced out all over the district. So anyway, that's why I went. Nike was different. They offer a whole lot of different benefits. So anyway, so I was at this new job. I started a little over a year ago. Just couldn't stand it. I was super unhappy. Like I said, I wasn't given the tools to finish jobs. Oh, well, you're going to have to come in on your off days, which, me, I don't mind working on my off days, but I don't like to be told, hey, this is what you have to do. But you as a leader should have been putting things in motion to help me accomplish these tasks, whether you are able to schedule other people or you get involved yourself. I honestly was never in a position to not able to finish a task on time. But I was given these huge tasks, no help, no labor, and on top of all these other things added. So anyway, I applied for jobs. I actually wrote a paper. I wish I still had it. I threw it away because I like to get rid of things that kind of make me upset. So anyway, so I wrote a list of all the jobs that I applied for, front and back on a wide ruled notebook paper. So overall, definitely over 50 jobs. I'm not gonna lie to you, about probably over half of those was at Nike. Not in Baton Rouge, obviously. I am rehireable, but anyway, so I applied for so many roles. I got interviews and everything, but ultimately they always went internally with the candidates. So I ended up applying for Starbucks because of a recommendation that one of my friends gave me. And so I applied to Starbucks as a store manager. I ended up getting it. And yeah, so that's where I'm at now. Of course, most people don't know that either. I'm out of the shoe game. I still like shoes, but it's don't ask me, hey, can you get me a size in this? Can you? Because no, I cannot. I'm gonna point you to the same person that I point everybody to, and don't complain about his prices because he has to make money. Anyway, so yeah, so now I'm at Starbucks, and I finally had this realization that maybe, I applied for Nike for so much for so long. Maybe it's just not meant to be. And I recently had this realization. I was talking to my mom on the phone and I was crying because for that year and some months, Nike is where I wanted to be. I didn't want to be that person that was unhappy to go to their job. I didn't want to be the person that worked for years, just at a job that they hated. So, but I applied to over probably 25 jobs at Nike, and a lot of them I definitely was qualified for. But hey, is what it is, water under the bridge. So I finally accepted that Nike's not for me. Nike's not the move for me. Obviously, I don't know what the move is for me in the future, because I think we're all still figuring out life. But wipe my little tears. Because like I said, Nike was a good time. It was a place I had experienced a lot of new stuff. People were super nice. But anyway, so now I'm at Starbucks. A girl who's actually 19 is training me. I remember being in leadership when I was 19, and it was really difficult because people didn't take you seriously. So I really have a big respect for her, especially being a her as well. So anyway, everyone's been super supportive, so nice at Starbucks. The benefits are super great. They use a lot of the same things that Nike did. So yeah, like I said, this is where I'm gonna be for a while, more than likely. It's totally a different realm for me, but I'm okay with that. I don't mind a new challenge. I was actually really dreading starting with a new company, especially in a whole new, like, I guess, environments, food. But they've made the transition really bearable. And that's pretty much it, you know. I'm just super, super grateful. The DM who actually hired me, um, she welcomes me every day, still welcomes me to the company. She's happy to have me, and it just feels great to be appreciated, you know, and have people around you who want you to succeed no matter what. But like I said, um, all this leading to, like I said, I had this realization the other day. I finally, hey, this is it. I'm done. I'm done putting all my energy into something that doesn't seem like it's gonna be. So, my best friend actually sent me a YouTube video this morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Don't know if she thought I was gonna be awake at 5, but whatever. Um, she was actually super supportive during the time that I got fired. My mom as well, of course. I didn't open up to a lot of people about it because it was super depressing. Like, I ended up going to, I mean, most people know me as this happy, positive, all the time person. And typically I am. But it ended up going to, I really need to blow my nose, but it gets stuff when I'm about to cry. So I ended up going to the doctor, getting prescribed anxiety and depression meds. Another candid, you know, open thing about me, I'm no longer on them, just because I'm not in that environment anymore that made me so unhappy. And on top of getting fired from a job that I really loved, and of course I didn't feel like I deserved that. But then again, who feels like they deserve to get fired? That's another reason why I contemplated putting this, because most jobs that you apply to, they'll ask were you fired from any previous jobs, and you know it's real tough to think that like that condemns you to maybe never find another job again. So anyway, so my best friend had sent me this verse, not this verse, this video this morning, and basically it was saying you have to let go of things that no longer serve you, um, in order to make room for things that actually do benefit you. So I have to let go of those thoughts. Have to let go of just that lingering feeling that Nike is the place for me. When obviously if it was the place for me, that's where I would be. So I let go of that finally, accepted it, which honestly feels great. I've been wanting to accept it for a long time. I would tell myself, hey, you know, I finally accepted this, but I knew I didn't. So anyway, that is pretty much the moral of the story. Whether it's for relationships, even if you're kind of in like limbo with someone, you don't know where you stand. Somebody who wants to pursue you is gonna make it known. You know, they're gonna make it clear. They're not gonna have you confused. And yeah, so if that's something you're kind of concerned about, also, um, if you really care about the person, go ahead and have that open conversation about it. Or else, you know, just leave. But yeah, you have to, if you're constantly like thinking about that other person, thinking about that other job, you're not going to be able to like make room for bigger things. You're not going to be able to fully put your intentions and everything into something new and something that's potentially really good for you or better for you. So yeah, you have to let go of things that no longer serve you, in order to make room for things that do. So it's for you. They say healing is not linear. Like I said, it took me probably like over a year to heal. And it sounds so crazy because it's from a job, but I try so hard. I'm a hard worker, you know, always have been. And yeah, so that was really tough. And I'm still, you know, like I said, I might cry about it, but it's just really big feelings. Overwhelmed with the fact that I found a great company again. You know, I didn't want to be unhappy. So I'm really excited about that. And of course, sad that that door is closed, the other door is closed. But that's it. It's what I have to do. It took a while for me to get here, but everybody heals at their own pace and everybody heals in their own way. So yeah, I'm sure if you've been around me, you notice a tremendous difference in how I've been acting, um, how I acted months ago compared to maybe a year ago, and then how I've been acting as of late. So yeah, I wish you all the best. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. If you're going through depression and anxiety, you can also let me know. I'm somebody that you can definitely talk to. I never wanted to admit that because it's like everybody has depression and anxiety. That's actually what I told my therapist too. So why, I couldn't have it, but yeah. So anyway, also if you can get into therapy, if your insurance pays for it, please, please, please get into therapy. And it's not to say you're damaged or anything. It's just really good to talk to somebody and they teach you to deal with your big emotions, which is amazing. And I think that's helped me definitely form into the person I am today. But yeah, once again, that's it. Sorry for the sniffles. Y'all have a great day. I'm glad I could share with y'all. Yeah.